When you talk about having a no-quit mentality, it starts way before the battle even begins. It starts in the quiet moments when nobody's watching, when there's no applause, no pressure, no expectations. That's the moment where you make a decision about who you are and what you stand for. Because if you wait until you're tired, until life hits you, until the storm comes, you're already too late. Quitting becomes easy when commitment wasn't made at the beginning. You've got to decide before you start that quitting is not even on the menu. It's not an option you consider. It's not a door you leave slightly cracked open. You lock that door, you throw away the key, you burn the whole frame down. So when things get hard, your only direction is forward. Most people lose the fight because they never committed to winning in the first place. They were interested, but they weren't invested. They liked the ideal of success, but they weren't prepared for the sacrifice. They were excited at the starting line, but they didn't prepare their mind for the moments life would hit them with setbacks, disappointments, delays, and doubts. A no-quit mentality means you walk into the journey already knowing that pain is coming, obstacles are coming, frustration is coming. But so what? You've already made the decision that you're staying in the fight no matter what. You've got to build a mindset that outlasts your emotions. Because your emotions will tell you to quit every other day. They'll tell you you're tired, you're behind, it's too late, you're not good enough. But a decision made deep in your spirit is stronger than anything you feel in a moment. When you decide beforehand, you don't negotiate with your excuses. You don't entertain your doubts. You don't give fear the microphone. You go back to the decision you made when your mind was clear, when your purpose was loud, when your vision was pure. That's why deciding early matters. It becomes your anchor when everything around you starts shaking. And understand this, commitment isn't loud, it's not flashy, it's not emotional, it's steady, it's grounded. It's a promise you make to yourself that you refuse to break. You want a no-quit mentality. You've got to stop making emotional promises and start making spiritual decisions. Decisions that don't ask how you feel, they only ask who you said you wanted to become. When you decide before you start, you give yourself permission to struggle without giving yourself permission to stop. You allow yourself to be human without abandoning your mission. You learn how to bend without breaking, how to fail without folding, how to fall without forfeiting the journey. That's the power of a decision made at the beginning. You create a backbone strong enough to hold your purpose when your energy can't. Because when the pressure hits, and it will, I need you to already know your answer. I need you to already know your stance. I need you to already know the outcome before the challenge presents itself. That's what separates the ones who finish from the ones who fade. Not strength, not talent, not luck, but a decision made long before the battle that says, no matter what happens, I'm not quitting. Decide before you start and you'll finish what you were born to do. When you're trying to build a no-quit mentality, you've got to embrace the pain instead of running from it. Most people think the struggle means something is wrong, that pressure means they're going the wrong direction, that discomfort is a sign to back off. But the truth is, every great breakthrough is born out of pressure. Every champion you admire has been shaped by moments that nearly broke them. Pain isn't punishment, it's preparation, and when you understand that, you stop fearing it, you stop avoiding it. You start leaning into it because you know it's molding you into someone stronger than you were before. You've got to shift the way you see your challenges. Stop seeing them as obstacles and start seeing them as opportunities to grow. Every setback you face is a classroom. Every delay is a lesson. Every moment where you feel like you're pushed to your limb, it is actually stretching your capacity to go further than you ever imagined. The reason most people quit is because they misinterpret the process. They think pressure means stop, but pressure is actually the signal that you're in the right place. You're being refined, you're being elevated, you're being shaped for the level you said you wanted. You can't pray for strength and then complain about the weight. You can't ask for greatness and then run from the grind. If you want to build something real, if you want to step into the version of yourself that you keep dreaming about, you've got to embrace the part of the journey that hurts. Because the pain is what grows your discipline. The pain is what deepens your character. The pain is what builds that fire, that grit, that inner fight that quitting can't compete with. And hear me, you don't have to like the pain. Nobody likes it. But you do have to respect it. You have to understand its purpose. You have to recognize that every time you push through what hurts, you're becoming someone who is harder to break. You're becoming someone who can handle more, carry more, achieve more. That pressure you feel is expanding you. It's turning you into the person who can handle the blessing you've been asking for. Most people quit because they think they're alone in their struggle. They think they're the only one fighting battles in the dark. But everybody who wins has gone through seasons where they wanted to give up. What separates them is that instead of quitting, they allowed the struggle to sharpen them. They let the pain turn into discipline. They let the setbacks create resilience. They let the pressure teach them how to breathe deeper and push harder. You've got to stop running from hard moments and start meeting them head on. Every day you face something you don't want to face, you grow. Every day you push through the discomfort, you strengthen your no-quit mentality. Pain doesn't stop you, it shapes you. Pressure doesn't break you, it builds you. Struggle doesn't define you, it refines you. Embrace the pain and you'll rise stronger than you ever believed you could. When you talk about a no-quit mentality, you've got to understand that the real power comes from showing up every single day, especially on the days when you don't feel like it. See, talent is cool, passion is cool, excitement is cool, but none of that will carry you when life hits you in the mouth. None of that will hold you together when you're tired, overwhelmed, discouraged, or questioning yourself. What carries you is consistency. What transforms you is discipline. What separates you from the people who fall off is the fact that you keep showing up even when your emotions are trying to pull you in the opposite direction. Too many people quit because they're waiting to feel motivated. They think they need to be hyped, inspired, fired up before they start. But motivation is temporary, discipline is permanent. Motivation might get you started, but discipline is what gets you finished. When the excitement wears off, when the progress slows down, when the results aren't instant, most people disappear. They stop showing up because they feel like their effort isn't working. But the people with a no-quit mentality keep going anyway. They understand that showing up is the victory. Showing up is what builds the identity. Showing up is what creates the momentum that eventually becomes unstoppable. Every day you show up, you cast a vote for the person you're becoming, even the days when you're slow, even the days when you're frustrated, even the days when you barely get anything done. You're still proving to yourself that you're not a quitter. You're proving that you're reliable. You're proving that you're committed to the path even when it's not glamorous. And that consistency starts stacking. Those small, seemingly insignificant actions add up. Over time, those daily decisions turn into confidence, clarity, strength, and results. You don't have to be perfect, just present. You don't have to do everything, just something. Most people think success is built on huge breakthroughs, but it's not. It's built on small, consistent choices repeated over and over. It's built on waking up and giving whatever you've got that day, even if it's only 60%. even if you don't feel strong or inspired, because effort compounds, discipline compounds, showing up compounds. And all those days you pushed yourself when you didn't feel like it, that's the foundation that keeps you from quitting when the pressure rises. Showing up is also how you break the cycle of self-doubt. You stop seeing yourself through the lens of your failures and start seeing yourself through the lens of your actions. You become someone who follows through, someone who stays in the ring, someone who doesn't fold when things get uncomfortable. And when you start seeing yourself that way, quitting becomes foreign to you. It doesn't even make sense anymore because you've built an identity around effort, resilience, and consistency. And no quit mentality isn't about being the best, it's about being committed. It's about waking up every day and deciding, I'm here, I'm doing my part, I'm not giving up, even slowly, even imperfectly, even quietly. Show up every day and quitting will never again feel like an option. When you're building a no-quit mentality, you've got to take a hard look at the people around you. Because you can have all the drive in the world, you can have the hunger, the vision, the discipline, but if your circle is full of people who quit at the first sign of difficulty, it's only a matter of time before their mindset starts rubbing off on you. Quitting is contagious when you surround yourself with quit-friendly people. But so is greatness, so is accountability, so is grit. Your environment either fuels your fire or suffocates it, and if you're serious about not quitting, you've got to surround yourself with people who refuse to let you settle. You need people who don't accept your excuses, people who look you in the eyes and say, I know you're tired, I know you're frustrated, but we're not stopping here. You need voices that push you to rise, that remind you of your standard, that hold you accountable to your potential. Too many people lose their drive because they're surrounded by folks who are comfortable being average, people who clap for mediocrity, who normalize laziness, who justify giving up. And if you stay in that environment long enough, you'll start believing that quitting is normal too. But when you surround yourself with no excuse people, everything changes. Suddenly you're in rooms where effort is expected. Discipline is the norm. Improvement is the standard. You're around people who are striving, growing, building, fighting. And their energy forces you to level up. Their mentality raises your mentality. Their habits challenge your habits. Their commitment sharpens your commitment. The right circle won't let you shrink. They'll stretch you. You've got to understand something. Not everyone in your life is meant to go with you to the next level. Some people are tied to your past, not your future. Some people love the old version of you because it makes them comfortable. But if you're serious about a no-quit mindset, you've got to be willing to separate from the ones who keep pulling you backward. That doesn't mean you don't care about them. It just means you care about your purpose too much to let someone else's limitations become your ceiling. Your circle should energize you, not drain you. They should pull out the strongest parts of you, not the weakest. They should remind you of your goals when you get distracted. They should refuse to let you lose yourself in frustration. The right people don't just support you, they strengthen you, they make you better, they make you tougher. They make you more focused, more determined, more grounded in who you said you want to be. You need people who push you when you hesitate, steady you when you stumble, and challenge you when you start slipping into old habits. People who won't let you forget your why, your mission, your promise to yourself. Because even the strongest fighters need someone in their corner. Even the greatest warriors need voices that reinforce their resilience. Surround yourself with people who build your fight, not those who weaken it.